Guys, we are here live tonight again. We have a really cool topic for you. There she is. Hello, Melissa. So we're live tonight. We have a special guest. He's going to tell you about his story of how he was in the doldrums of life. Thought that, and I'm going to let him tell you, but really he was felt like a hamster on a wheel. And this opportunity to join the Shape Up and Slim Down Challenge was his start to taking control of his life again. So there's a lot of different things that can happen to us, a lot of different things that happen during our lives that really are turning points in our lives. So this is a really, really cool story. I'm very excited here to bring Thomas online as soon as he pops on. But look, I didn't see any of your questions that really related to this topic, so we're just going to go ahead and talk about it. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to pop them in to that comment so we can cover them. But really, we're having some real good success, and we've got a lot of really, really cool projects coming up. We're going to have a contest in the next 8 weeks, and there's going to be some cash prizes awarded. That's going to be announced, so look for that, and I will continue to plug that. I'll let you know that this Friday we have a nutrition workshop. Now, if you guys haven't attended this nutrition workshop, this thing is amazing. This workshop tells you exactly what to eat, when to eat, how often, and what to eat, when to eat, how often, and how much to eat. And you're actually going to get hands-on plating food, and there's going to be it takes all the guesswork out. It's an amazing, amazing event. So you definitely want to come in and take advantage of this event. So let me go ahead and see what's shaking over here. There he is. What's up, Mike? How you doing, buddy? We're going to have some fun. So Mike's been doing really great with the challenge. He's on phase 2. So he completed phase 1. This gentleman's got more energy. He's enjoying the workouts. He's having a great time. His body fat composition's changed a bit. So we're really excited for Mike, and I'm very, very proud of you, Mike, for sticking with this and changing your life. What's up, Thomas? Thomas, I hope you're over on Facebook too. I'm going to add you to this live feed on Facebook. So good to see you, buddy. Going to give you a little wave there. We're all ready to get started. So yeah, let's see what we got here. Send you a request to be in your live video. All right. All right, Thomas. What's up, buddy? I'm waiting for you to accept. Thomas, I need you to get on Facebook too. This way I can add you to this live video. What's up, bud?
Hey, still at work. I just finished, but yeah, so I'm trying to make myself presentable.
You're fine, man. Don't worry about it. Are you able to log on? Are you able to log on to Facebook as well, or are we just doing our Instagram?
I was on.
Well, we kind of cut out there a little bit, bud. I think I hear you over on Melissa's phone in the other room. But we are bringing them on. So, guys, if you've been stuck and you're looking to change your life, health and wellness could just be the way for you to do it. People love to take control of something that they can't control. Am I right, Thomas? I got you back.
Sorry, I missed what you just said.
That's all right. We're talking about people that are, looking to take their life back and take control of their lives again.
Yeah. I mean, as far as me, it's definitely helped with that.
For sure.
Yeah, I was just on Facebook, but I didn't see. I didn't see the post or anything. I saw your post, but I didn't see how I could connect to the video, so I don't see the video.
Yeah, that's all right. So there, if you comment on Facebook, I'll be able to just add you as live.
All right, let me do that real quick.
So we're working out some of these little technical snafus that I haven't quite come into yet. So we're learning as we go. But guys, I'm telling you, the content for these videos just continue to get better. So we are very excited here. While Thomas logs in, so you're doing this from your phone too?
Yeah, I got an extra client, or I got a last minute client.
Yeah,
so I finished up, did my
All right,
notes
so
and everything.
listen, let's not bother with the Facebook deal. I'm going to turn it around. and let people see you here on Instagram. So they'll be able to see that. We can write up anything on the board that you want. But guys, I want to introduce a good friend of mine, Thomas. Thomas is a massage therapist, just like my wife. He's great at what he does. He's got 4 kids, happily married young man, but I'm going to let him take it away.
Okay. Sorry, I stepped out because I didn't want to be too loud because I'm still in the spa. Hi, everybody. So my name is Thomas. I'm a massage therapist, like Tony said.
I know.
And Tony introduced me to the Slim Down Challenge. And I accepted because, me and him have known each other for 3 years. And so, I was kind of telling him where I was at life, which was, not so great. What happened first, he talked about the challenge. I accepted the challenge, and then we met up. And so I told him what was going on, why I wanted to do the Slim Down Challenge. And the reason why is because my health was not so great. And more importantly, I wasn't feeling good emotionally. I was kind of feeling depressed and down. I felt like there wasn't a lot of prospects for me.
Oh yeah.
And I was just depressed. So with this, I said, you know what? I need to take care of myself. Is everything okay with the camera?
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure that the folks on Facebook can hear okay. Mike, can you hear okay? You can just keep going, Thomas. I'm trying to make it work right.
Okay. I wasn't taking care of myself. I was eating anything without regard to how it affected my health. And, around here, just McDonald's and just a lot of junk food. And I did it without regard. I knew that I had a higher cholesterol level. I knew that I was pre-diabetic, and I had my kids, and I was just filled with worry and just, well, what are you going to do? And, I was starting to kind of feel like beat up. My joints were hurting, my knee and my thumbs started to hurt, which was worrying me. And so I said, you know what, let me do it. What's the worst? It's about time, and it's this opportunity that he presented. And, with the supplements, with the coaching, with the support from the Facebook group, everything seemed like it was a perfect package. So why not do it? And I needed to, because I want to keep doing what I do as long as I can. I love massage. I love helping people, and I don't want to be a feeble, not even a feeble old man, but like, in my 50s wobbling around. Like, why? You see people in the magazines, they're 60 to 70 and they're in great shape. And I just don't want to be in terrible shape way earlier than I have to be. So I started doing it, and I'm glad that I did, because, there's a lot of gimmicks out there. And when I got it and I was reading it, I realized, it's not a gimmick. It's really educating yourself, empowering yourself, so that, you're not just, well, I'll do okay as long as I'm just eating this. Like, no, I can eat whatever I want as long as I understand what's in the food and it's not bad for you. And I want to make sure I don't ramble. I wrote everything down. So it taught me how to make meal prep. It taught me how to make plans. It taught me how to make goals, achievable goals, achievable plans. And that's something that I do with food and with other aspects of my life, which those aspects were getting me down. It was not just food. There's other things, that depressed me. Like, what am I going to do with my kids, with their education? How am I going to, spend time with them, and all these other things that if you're not making plans and making goals and working towards your goals little by little, you're never going to achieve the things that you want to achieve. So it's just funny, you're doing this and you just focus on yourself. You focus on your food. you focus on setting time aside to exercise, and then things start to kind of come together, and your mind becomes a lot clearer because you're not filling yourself with all this junk, with this sugar, with this salt, with this soy that just drains your energy, just knocks you out and makes you not want to do anything. And then on top of that, you're exercising, so you're feeling stronger. My knee pain went away, my thumb pain went away, and I think a lot of that was because of the food that I ate. Just all that swelling was going away, and I'm drinking a lot more water. And everything is just a lot clearer now. And so that's kind of helped lift that fog that was over my head for, I think, over a year. And, I'm making plans now for the future. I'm not depressed anymore. Sometimes, I'm in a mood, but that's just because there's a lot of things that I want to do and I want to accomplish. And I realize that I think part of it is I'm a little impatient, and I just have these grandiose goals. So I've learned to pace myself, which is very important. So that's I think the bulk of it. That's the main takeaway. Just focus on yourself a little bit. Focus on what you put in your body. Focus on setting time aside for yourself, for meal prep, for exercise, and things will start to kind of make sense, and you'll have clarity, and your life will just improve. So I want to thank Tony for inviting me to share, because I really didn't know if I was going to be able to say exactly what I wanted to say, because sometimes I ramble and it's hard for me to organize my thoughts, but I think I did a pretty good job. Not to pat myself on the back, but I hope this inspires everybody, and I hope this is something that helps you now and forever.
Now and forever. I love it. Thomas, That was awesome, dude. And really, that's what I was hoping for. I was hoping for you to share, your experience from your heart, what really mattered to you, what was important. I know we've been friends for 3 years now, and there's been a lot that's been going on. And this really seemed to come at the right point in your life when you were looking to, make a change in your life. And it just so happened that this came at that point, and it seemed like it was the right jumping off point. Why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Hang on, let me step outside. So when you say jumping off point, what do you mean?
Well, I remember you were telling me that life was, it seemed like hamster on the wheel, humdrum kind of thing. And you were looking, what's the meaning of life? There's no meaning there. Is this all I do is, work, eat, and die, for the rest of my life? And you realize, I remember you telling me that you realized one day that, wait a minute, I am in control of this. I can change it. Hi, Vanjie. That you can change it. And I think it was within a day or so that you had this epiphany, that you and I had the conversation about the Slim Down and Shape Up Challenge. And it seemed like the right vehicle for that at that time, for you to use it as like that jumping off point, that springboard.
Well, I can't remember which happened first. I can't remember which happened first, but I do know that, after you told me about the Slim Down Challenge, and everything that came with it, I thought, this is, it sounds like a good deal. And I couldn't keep making excuses to put it off. And, I was at my heaviest. I was like 227, which, I was kind of stable at 220, which was, even then, was really heavy for me. But then seeing that I kept going up, and then, it was just something just snapped where it's like, I can't keep doing this just the way that I'm doing it. Because I was essentially just working myself to death. And with what I do, with massage, you really kind of have to be grounded. And if you're grounded, you can kind of pace yourself energetically. You don't let each session kind of drain you. And I was letting each session drain me, because I wasn't there was just, like I said, there's not a lot of prospects, and I just felt like in that rut, like, is this as good as am I going to be? I want to be this amazing therapist. I want to, like the people I take my courses from, these guys that have been doing this for like 20 years, 30 years, and they just have amazing experience. But, there's just, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was just, I want to be there for my children. They're young right now. The oldest is 7. The oldest is 7 years. The youngest is 7 months. And I have 4 children. And, they're going to get older. They're going to get bigger. And I don't want to get sick. What you can get if you're not taking care of yourself. If you're not eating right, you're not exercising, you can get sick, get knee surgery, wrist surgery, back surgery. And I just, like I said, I don't want to age any faster than I have to, and I want to be active with my kids. When I get home, I don't want to be like, daddy's too tired to read or whatever, and it's like, that's not, that's, I'm starting to remember the epiphany now. So the epiphany I had was regarding my father. My father wasn't there when I was young. And he could have been in my life. He could have been in me, my sister's life, but he chose not to, I guess. He never contacted us, even though he was in the neighborhood. And I realized I had this epiphany with my wife. We were just talking, and I was just telling her how I felt. And I was just kind of going down this rabbit hole of like what was bothering me. And, I just said to her, I'm waiting for justice that will never come. And when those words came out, because I didn't know what I was going to say, it just came out. And when I said that, I felt like it's kind of like this, it's not relief, but it was this kind of like this aha moment. Like you see the truth, the reality. And the reality is, I was waiting for something to happen. I was waiting for someone to come save me, or waiting for someone to tell me what to do. And I was leaving my life in someone else's hands, someone who was never going to show up, never going to fix his mistakes. And that's when I realized, like, I can't keep doing that. I need to let that go. I need to let his mistakes go and start taking care of myself, because if I don't, I'm going to let those mistakes affect me, and then I'm going to start making mistakes with my kids, and I don't want that. I want my kids to have a better life than I did, and I think we all want that for our kids. And so that was the epiphany I remember now. And that's when I was like, I need to make a change. And I think that's when I didn't tell Tony at the time, but I accepted the challenge. And then when we met up and we talked about which challenge to do, that's when I told him what had happened. So yeah, that was a powerful moment for me. And I just kind of realized, like, yeah, I need to take control and need to start with my health. So, yeah, I think, was that what you were referring to?
That's awesome. I mean, you shared from the heart. That was huge. I think everybody comes through different points in their life when they're ready to make a change for something, and there's always that turning point or that impetus, that some life preserver that we grab onto that allows us to kind of make the change and steer the ship. And for you, it was definitely this turning point of, wow, I can take control of my health. It's everything really that I was thinking about, but all these things kind of came together at the right time, and this was the thing that you were able to grab onto as your life preserver or your rudder to steer that ship back in the direction that you wanted to, and it's helped you feel better, have more energy, take control of your future, more for your kids. But that was a lot of really serious stuff that you shared with us, and I appreciate your honesty and your openness for it, because this is something that people really need to hear, because this isn't all just, health and fitness and workouts and woohoo and, vitamins and massage and all this great stuff. It's really about taking control of our lives and the impact that we could have on other people. Because my opinion is simple, and we're going to get deep here, is just that we're here to help each other. We're here to help each other live happier lives, right? We're here to care about each other and love each other. And that's at the heart of everything we do. So when people ask me what I do for a living, I tell them I own a fitness company, but they don't realize when people come see me for the first time, and it's probably the same for you in massage, Thomas, when people come to that table for the first time and, you start to have that conversation, all right, what hurts? You're not talking about what feelings they have, right? What feelings,
right?
You're talking about where's the pain in your neck and all. And the release that comes from those physical activities and the relationship and bonds that you build allow you to touch people and impact them in ways and enrich their lives, and in turn they enrich your lives. It's really amazing. So your story was something that I wanted you to be able to share with people, because it is a way to use health and fitness and use nutrition and all that to improve your life, to feel better about yourself, because you have more energy, you're not as tired anymore, you have a new zest for life, a new zeal, you have more time and energy to play with the kids. So all these things come full circle, and then to be able to move forward in your life even more, the impact there is bigger than people see at first or believe it is. For some people, maybe it's just about, finishing a race faster. It's just about, continuing a journey they've already been on. It's about feeling a little better. For a lot of people, it runs much, much deeper, and there's an emotional component behind that need or that want. And that's really what you uncovered today. And that was huge. So Burham's on Facebook, and he's also on Instagram, but he asked a question. His question was, can you incorporate massage to healthy living? And I think the question is, how do you incorporate that into healthy living? What are some of the things that, tie massage in here, because massage can really uncover some deeper emotions at times. So why don't you talk about that? Talk about, what it is to why we need massage. I can tell you why I like to get massaged. It helps me, get up and down a little bit easier, because I'm kind of busted up. I'm broken up a little bit from all the workouts that I've done and all the crazy things I've done in sports and all. But there's also a component of, maybe deeper relaxation. Why don't you tell us some of the things that you find it does, for clients, for health and wellness?
So, massage, there's three main reasons to get a massage: to reduce stress, to reduce pain, and to reduce anxiety for some people. Or I guess I should say there's really two main reasons: stress and pain relief. There's also wellness, but wellness really has to do with managing your stress. And stress. So let's talk about the first one. Let's talk about pain. So that's the simplest one. You have an ache in your body somewhere. It could be from inflammation. It could be from an overworked muscle, or tendinitis, or repetitive motion strain, or repetitive motion injury, or something along those lines. And you get massage to help relieve that pain. The way massage works to relieve that pain is through manual manipulation of the soft tissue to either induce the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the part of the autonomic nervous system that regulates healing, endorphins, epinephrine, I think. Basically, those pain relief chemicals. So you can use massage with that, and that's usually a Swedish massage, through rhythm, through timing with compressions during the exhalation. And another way to use manual manipulation is if there's impingements, say, so a nerve or blood vessels can be impinged in the layers of the connective tissue. So you're using manual manipulation to open up those layers, to restore nerve innervation, blood flow, and also to move fluid away from, say, an inflamed area to reduce pressure in the area. So you're kind of removing all those irritants that might be irritating a muscle, as well as, trigger point release massage to just, find the trigger point, which is a nodule of hypertonic muscle. So like a part of a muscle is spasming, and you're finding a way to reach that muscle because it spasms in a kind of contorted position. So you really need to kind of know how to access that trigger point and then apply proper pressure to release that trigger point so there's no more irritation of the nerve and no more irritation of the muscle fiber. So sorry if that's all that clinical stuff.
So, one of the things I really like about you is you're able to put things in very simple, layman, clear to understand terms. So, let's base this down that, it makes you feel good. It releases good hormones and endorphins. It releases pain points in a lot of different ways, right?
Yeah.
It lengthens muscles. It makes them more stretchable and pliable, so there's less risk for injury. So these are some of the basic points. And I love the way you can talk so technically, but also base it at that layman's terms. So we have about 3 minutes left. So
okay.
What wrap up do you want to leave us with? Is it about the health? Is it about wellness? Is it about the kids, the family, the importance of balance? What is it?
I think it's about taking responsibility for yourself, being okay to let go of pain and things that are holding you down, and looking forward to the future, believing in yourself, and reaching out to people, because that's one thing that I forgot to mention with the program that I'm doing now with the Facebook group. That's a good, you're surrounding yourself with other people who are on the same journey. But I didn't have Instagram or Twitter. So when I did this, I started an Instagram and Twitter account to invite the people that I love in my life to share this journey with them, because I wasn't really doing that. So it's about like what you were saying, connecting with people and helping people, and I think that was a big thing, because I've tried getting fit and getting in shape before, but I've never invited other people to. I've always been afraid to kind of like open myself up to other people. So invite people in your life, love people, and care about yourself, because other people care about you too.
That is awesome. I mean, if I couldn't have asked for a better wrap up than that. And really, that's what it's about. It's about living your best life that you can live and enriching the lives of other people. And Thomas, it was really a deep conversation we had that day, and I so appreciate your honesty, not just with me that day, but with your honesty and openness with everybody here today. See, what we do isn't just about workouts and fun and fitness. It's a big component of my life, because I love to share fun with people. But it is about touching people's lives and changing their lives in ways that they probably, like when you first thought of this, or first would have thought of it, or first heard of it, did you have any idea that it would have impacted you in this way?
No. No, like I said, I've tried getting in shape before. I've tried losing weight before, but I've never kind of confronted those kind of deeper emotional problems that I've had, because it was always just like, well, I just want to look good, but I'm at this point where it's like, no, I'm starting to really not feel so great, and now I'm worried and concerned, and something's got to change. And so everything just kind of came together, which was very fortunate for me.
Well, I appreciate it. It's 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna let everybody log off. But before we do, I'm just gonna tell you that I don't know how you didn't cry telling that story when you talked to me about it, or just now, because I almost did, and I don't know what's going on. But it's funny because we have the videos that I make with Kira, and there was one time in one of the videos I got so choked up when she was at Disney baking. So the thing that everybody asks, is Dad going to film whatever that we're doing? We're going to bake at Hershey, or we're going to go here, or we're going to, and they're like, oh, is Dad going to video? And she's like, yeah. And they're like, is Dad going to cry again? So don't expect it all the time. It's, you know, it's got to be impactful, but that was a very touching story. So guys, listen, I hope you enjoyed tonight's program. I really want to thank Thomas. I'd like to have all of you thank him as well. Give him a round of applause. Definitely text in here. You know, Gina, thank you for all this interaction. This is really great. Your images both benefit the massage. Yeah. So this is great. So let's continue this conversation. We could do a follow-up on it. We have plenty of people and plenty of experts that we're going to bring in. I plan on having a physical therapist and a chiropractor and more people just to come in and share their experience on health, wellness, and, you know, maybe we'll get a treat on another story. But guys, it's 9:01. We're going to log off. I want to thank you all for hopping on. Invite everybody to come next time because we want to help more and more people. And the only way we're going to get to do that is with your help. So like I always say, it's been a pleasure sharing with you, and I look forward to hearing from you. Now we get the awkward silence and weirdness as I stop one live event and then another. So we're gonna end that. We're gonna share it, and then we're gonna kind of, I think, save it. Okay, bye guys. End that live video.